Okay, so we put this little ripple effect. I'm going to hit edit, step backwards, or undo. And you can even go step backwards, and you see how that just changed. We took the HDR off of it from Topaz. What I want to talk about now is this toolbar. And the reason why I'm skipping over this section is because this is the tools. So like I said, if you change these, watch how those change. These are the settings. So this is the tool, eraser tool settings. Crop tool settings. Shapes, shape tool settings. Text settings. So I want to start up at the top, and we're going to work our way down. Okay, so this is the most important tool. This is basically the move tool. And what it does is it moves whatever's around here. And the one thing, like I said before, is these boxes are the show transform controls. Now, you can either move things, and you have to have auto select, because if I don't have auto select and show transform controls, then I can't do anything. I can move it, but I can't see actually what I'm selecting or moving. So always be sure that auto select and show transform. Now, auto select, right now I'm selecting layers. If I have a group, we're going to go over that layer. I'm going to hit group, which means I'll drag a group of more than one things at the same time. This also acts as a pointer when I'm trying to select text or whatever I'm trying to select in my layers. So I'm going to close this out real quick, and I'm going to open up my layers like this. So drag this down and drop it. So if I duplicated this layer, so I duplicated it, and then I hit shift and I just bring this down here. And then I make this black and white, so I'll go edit, or I'll hit layer, image. I can't hit adjustments because I haven't clicked on it and placed it yet. So I have to actually go up to that tool again, the move tool, and hit apply. So if you're froze and you can't do anything, go back up and click on the move tool. That's probably what the problem is. So image, adjustments, let's make it black and white, just so you can tell it's two layers. Okay, so what I want to show you here is the layers, and this works for anything. I'm going to put text on here, so I'm going to choose text. I'm going to put hello. Make it bigger because it's really small. Where's my text palette? Right here, character. Alright, so it's 4. Let's bring it to 72 and keep it at hello. So you can see it, it's right there. Alright, so now if we're looking at our layers palette, which is right here, we see we have hello as a T, that means text, and we have this and this. Start naming your stuff. So original image, black and white, and that's text. You can name it something else other than hello. You can name it whatever. Now, they're not in groups right now. So they're not in groups. So basically, I want to just show you, the reason why I'm showing you this is part of this selection tool. So I can click on this, or this, okay? And that's my selection tool. Now, I've chose group, but I don't have any groups. Layer is basically being selected. If I have a group, then watch what happens. So I'm going to take all this, and I'm going to right click. I'll show you how to do this layer. I'm just wanting to show you, and I'm going to hit group. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to group these with this folder. And I'm going to call this group 1. Okay, I'm doing this to show you this. So if we have layer chosen, when I click this, look, it opens it up automatically, and I select each one. Okay, But watch what happens when I change this over to group and I try to click this. It holds everything. It's up here. It's only making the group. So this is good if you have like a logo section or a top header and you want to change all of the global size, so we can shrink down everything at once. We can make it bigger. It's all taking part as a group. But the minute I'm gonna hit don't apply. The minute I change that from layer to group, now it's on layer. I click it and it hits each layer, so I can go to each layer. So that's how the move tool is important, and it's also you can see it will have a black arrow, and you want to just make sure that's on. So the next thing is the marquee tool, and I want to go over this. As far as this, just selects pixels on your image. It doesn't select text. It doesn't select anything but images. So let's say I've got a square, I've got an elliptical, I've got a single row margin, and so if I want a square, I can click in here and I can do that. Once this line is around there, then that means anything I'm doing inside these pixels is going to be changed or going to happen. I also have to make sure that I have that chosen, because if I have this chosen, it's going to apply to this picture, which I'm not even on that. So it's going to say something like, if I hit edit, cut, no pixels were selected. Okay, because I'm not in that black and white image. But if I hit there and I hit edit, cut, it just cut out those images. Okay, so undo cut pixels. We can do things like image adjustments. We can do vibrance. So watch, I'm inside this box. So if I change the vibrance up and the saturation, it only changes anything in that section, in that marquee area. Okay, so that is the marquee tool. Now, if I want to do an elliptical, there it is. So see, this is a rounded one. So each time I click though an elliptical, it gets rid of the last one, and you just gotta get used to using it. But that's the marquee tool. And if I hit edit cut on that, it's only going to select that layer that I cut out on that. Yeah, it'll cut stuff, but I can also adjust. Like if I have a head in there and I want it to be brighter, I can put my marquee tool around the head, like an oval. I can do like this, like that, get right in his face, and I can brighten it up. Image adjustments, like color balance. I can change certain things inside that pixel. So that's the marquee tool. The lasso tool, I'm not even going to talk about it right now. That's a little bit more advanced. This tool, the quick selection tool, and the magic wand tool, I'm not going to talk about that right now. The crop tool, you already know about that. I'm not going to talk about perspective slice, but you can see these tools. Now, when you click on each one of them, there's a little arrow on the side when you click on those. When you click on those, you get whatever tool. So here's the eyedropper, 3D, color. We're going to go over those later. Band-Aid, healing, spot healing brush, patch tool. These are all just things that Photoshop your stuff. Brush, we use the brush tool a lot. So I will be going over the brush tool later. Here's the clone stamp tools. These are basically, I'll go over these later, it's a little bit more advanced. History brush, eraser, you're going to be using that a lot. We'll go over that a little later. Here's the gradient tools. Here's your blur tool, your sharpen tool, and your smudge tool. These things are used, I always use smudge tool a lot to paint arms in or blemishes, go over blemishes, things like that. Dodge tool, burn tool, and sponge tool. We'll talk about that later. You rarely use these. Pen tool, you'll use that in more advanced. Text, you'll use this all the time, the text tool. The path selection tool, you'll use that sometimes. The shape tool, you can get rectangles, ellipses, squares, different things. We'll use that. Hand tool, when you click that, you have the hand tool and the rotate view tool. The hand tool just grabs something and moves it around. And then you have the zoom tool, which is right here, and that zooms this in. And then this is the edit toolbar, which means I can go in and edit this toolbar, so I can move things around the way I want them. Right here you have the top color and the bottom color. And this little angle thing, so if I choose the top color is red, and the bottom color I click on it and I want this color, okay, I can use this arrow and toggle. But whatever color is on the top is what is going to be used for text. This is only background or stroke. So background or strokes, that's what that will be. And this will only be like if the text, if I start typing in the text, I put a new layer here and I say hi again. The reason why you're not seeing it is because the layer is underneath that black and white. When I drag it up, you can see it's that color. Okay. So this tool right here is the mask. This also goes from black and white to color. So sometimes you might just want to go straight to black and white. So click that, and then it'll resume back to the two colors. So you can actually have black and white and the two colors you're working with there. Okay. And then this is basically screen modes. You don't have to worry about that. So what I did was I just went top to bottom. The things are going to be important is this, the marquee tool, the crop tool, the brush tool, the eraser tool, the shape tool, the text tool, the zoom tool, and all that. Some things are going to be definitely using a lot of it. Alright, so that conducts this side of Photoshop.